Well, hello viewers, this is Kajol Sinha and welcome to Business Notice. Today we have a very special guest. Today we have been accompanied with the first woman field director of Kaziranga, Dr. Sonali Ghosh. Ma'am, welcome to Business Notice. It's an immense pleasure to have you on our show. So ma'am, how are you?
No, thank you. Thank you so much, Kajol, and thank you for the opportunity. All good. I think the weather is perfect for the discussion today.
So Assam witnesses 1 crore footfall last year. So ma'am, how much are we expecting this year?
Yes. No, thank you, Kajol, for a wonderful question because we are having as we speak, we are gearing up for the International Tourism Mart, which is happening in Kaziranga, Saraideo, from today onwards, in fact. So I think as the Assam state has done tremendously well in promoting Kaziranga as a tourism destination, something where people can be with nature. You said that there are 1 crore tourists who come to Assam. Last year we had one of the highest in terms of almost 3.5 lakhs, which went into the park.
Yes.
So I mean, these are the people who would have come in, but there are several others who don't come in probably, but they are in the vicinity,
Yes.
or they do not get recorded in terms of they have visited. So I would really expect at least a double of this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, also, like, what is the current contribution of tourism to the overall revenue of Kaziranga National Park?
Right. So, as I said, because for us, tourism has multiple benefits. It is something which is important for the local communities because a lot of the Kaziranga French communities, they are dependent on tourism for their livelihood, be it gypsy safaris or resorts or homestays and so on. But other than that, the revenue that we get is an entry fee.
Yes.
That we charge the every person who enters the park, which is roughly around 200 rupees that we are able to get. So that revenue is important for us because as per the government rules, we can use this money for the park's own development. So it becomes very handy for us to have this funding with us for doing development works, let's say, repairing of roads, of infrastructure, or giving it to the communities to develop some products. So that is the benefit of this tourism revenue. Last year we had almost a revenue of 8 crores, and this year we hope to have a similar figure.
So, ma'am, are you expecting more than the last year?
Yes, absolutely. Because as I said, in this year itself, in October, we opened the park, and now we are only, there is around still a week to go for end of November, and we have crossed almost 50,000 tourists. So this is sort of a surprise for us, because this time the people visiting has been unprecedented.
And, ma'am, when it comes to infrastructure related to accommodation amenities, is there any new steps that will be taken further?
Yes, absolutely. I think the reason why we are holding this India Tourism Mart in Kaziranga is that there has been a complete revamp of the tourism infrastructure, especially by the Assam Tourism. So all the Assam Tourism properties, they have been renovated, they have been modernized, and there is a new look in terms of how we can welcome the visitors. Other than that, I think a lot many homestays and resorts have come up. So I think that there is no shortage of in terms of the tourism stay accommodation at the moment.
Okay. And ma'am, how does the park's tourism model support local communities and small businesses?
Yes, as I said, the local communities for almost 6 months, they are dependent on the national park. We have around everything, almost everything related to tourism in Kaziranga is with the communities. We do not have per se anything that we do and earn a revenue. So let's say there's gypsy safaris. So there are around 700 of these gypsies which are owned by the local communities, and they are plying it for the jungle safari experience. There are also elephant safari, so a lot many private elephant owners and they get a chance to use their elephants for the elephant safari. Other than that, of course, the resorts, the homestays, the restaurants, the hospitality sector. So almost everything is linked, in terms of the tourism for the local community.
So, what strategies are being used to promote Kaziranga as a global wildlife tourism destination?
Right. No, thank you. Actually, Kaziranga is, as you know, is one of the two natural World Heritage sites that we have in Assam, Kaziranga and Manas. And then, of course, now we have the third World Heritage Site in Assam, which is the Saraideo, the Moidams. So there is already a buzz. There is already a sort of a publicity that yes, there we have World Heritage Sites, 3 World Heritage Sites in a state. And other than that, of course, we have the International Tourism Mart, which is happening from today onwards in Kaziranga and that circuit. So I guess there is going to be a lot of publicity.
And ma'am, what are you expecting from this?
So International Tourism Mart has, from what I know and we have been seeing, is there are more than 300 delegates, and most of them, many of them are from foreign countries. There are tour operators, there are business entrepreneurs, and they are coming in an organized way to explore opportunities of the tourism sector.
And ma'am, how much investment has been required to do the tourism mart, International Tourism Mart?
So it is basically a venture. It's a collaborative venture between the central government, the Ministry of Tourism, then the Assam Tourism, and the related departments. So we have pitched in terms of providing the jungle safari experience.
So ma'am, and next I would like to ask you, what are the new facilities this year at Kohora and Kanjanjuri?
Yes, so as you know that Kaziranga is spread across now 4 districts, 1300 square kilometers, and we have been trying to popularize the lesser known places. So for example, we have opened 2 new cycling routes. One in the eastern range, which is Agaratuli, and another one in Burapahar, which is the westernmost range. We have also started the elephant safari in Burasapuri Laukwa. We have initiated the jungle safari in the Bishwanath area. The boat safari, where one can see dolphins up and close, has become very popular. So our idea is to expand and give the visitors a wholesome experience.
And ma'am, what are the latest census figures for rhinos, elephant and tigers in Kaziranga?
So, in terms of the population estimation, we have set methods. We also have, we do it in a phased manner. So, for example, every 4 years is the tiger estimation, and so on. So, as of now, Kaziranga, in terms of the rhinos, we have the last population estimation was carried out in 22, and they are 2613 rhinos. We have around 1200 elephants, and we have around 104 tigers in the landscape.
And ma'am, what are the technologies that has been used to do the census?
Yes, so I think in terms of the census and the methodologies, is they are pretty scientific. There are some methods which we use across the country. So, for example, in case of tigers, we use a very unique method. We have our fingerprints are unique for every person. Similarly, for each tiger, the stripes are unique. So what we do is we put remotely sensed cameras in the jungle. And if a tiger or any animal crosses, then it will take a picture. So based on the pictures, we get the images of the stripes of the tigers. Then we put it in a software, and then it is able to distinguish between the tigers. So it's a very robust, it's a very scientific method that we are using for tigers. Similarly, the other methods that we use for counting our rhinos and elephants are well established.
And reportedly, Assam has recorded 86% drop when it comes to rhino poaching since 2016. So, ma'am, what do you have to say? Like, and how did the state manage to tackle this?
Yes. So I think it has been a wonderful collective effort led from the top in terms of, the political support, the main drive of the Honorable Chief Minister
Yeah.
of Assam, and everybody else, that we need to stop poaching at any cost. And that has really helped because the departments came together. So for example, the police and the forest, the collaboration has been fantastic to curb the illegal crime. It has been a very proactive, so we do not wait for anything to happen, we strike before it. So that has also helped in reducing the number of aspects.
And ma'am, can we expect something new in Kaziranga, something new initiative this year?
Yes, so you are welcome to visit, first of all.
Yeah.
And this year, for our visitors, we would be happy to show you our wonderful eco shop and a souvenir shop,
Okay.
which has over 80 wildlife themed products. And these products, many of them have been produced by the local communities. And these are like specifically curated for Kaziranga. So from a coffee mug to a calendar to a T-shirt to a handcrafted stole to everything which is wildlife themed is available. So I'm sure all of you would love that shop.
So, ma'am, lastly, I would like to ask you: is there any impact in the foreign tourism due to the ongoing war between Israel and Ukraine?
Yeah, I mean, as such, we, quite to the contrary, we are witnessing amazing number of foreign tourists in the month of October and November. Usually, we expect foreigners during Christmas break or, during January, but this time it has been unusual, and already we have more than 1,500 foreign tourists who have come in. The feedback that we are getting is that a lot of Germans are coming in. And the foreign tourism, the foreigners, they come in organized groups. So I'm assuming that many of the tour operators, especially in Assam or others, they have been able to tap into that market and get these organized foreign tourism into the park.
So thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us your valuable time and sharing insight with us with Business Notice. Yeah. So that's all for today. Keep watching Business Notice.